First, I want to introduce my team and the Clifton Park candidates. Anthony is my vice chair. Nancy is my secretary and she is running at the town board. And Dan Board is the incumbent here for the highway superintendent. We had a town council member, Zabed Manin. After 30 years, we got one seat in the town council after 30 years because of Zabed. So, this time we have two town council members running. If we win these two board seats, we will be in the power.
Yes.
Even though there is no supervision, we will be in the power. I want everybody to contribute whatever way, at the time, volunteering, campaigning, whatever, even talking to the friends, somebody motivate to come and vote and do something, whatever way you want to contribute, please do that one. We have a very good panel of candidates here for Clifton Park. We are going to make a difference this time. And I would like to my candidates speak for 2 minutes each.
Most people here, I think I've known you for a long, long time, Margaret and so forth, and we've all worked together. Margaret and I ran together a couple times, and thank you all so much and your support.
Hello, I'm Mario Fantini, and me and Nancy are going to be the next councilmen in Clifton Park. What I want you to know about me is that I'm here to fight for you. I'm not going to play easy. I'm going to hold everyone accountable, and I'm going to get issues. I'm not afraid to go door to door and get petitions signed and to piss people off if that's what it takes to get something done. So I'm here to fight for you, and hopefully we win this November.
I'm Caitlin Fantini. I look forward to being the next town clerk of Clifton Park. Thank you all for coming out and supporting us today, especially on this very hot day. I look forward to making improvements throughout the office and as the town clerk and help my fellow candidates where they need help.
I'm very happy and thankful to have the endorsement of the Democratic Party. I am a convert. I was recently a Republican, now running with the Democrats, and we were able to win this seat for the Democrats for the first time 2 years ago. Very important is that we need to make sure that we get good people on the town board. Just to go a little bit into the weeds, our town board decided to play politics with our infrastructure. They waited 121 days for us to start our road paving program. That doesn't hurt anybody but our residents, and they were very happy to do it. And that's why we need a majority on the board to focus on our residents, focus on our community, and focus on our town's infrastructure.
We are really happy that Congressman Paul Tonko with us, as well as our Congresswoman from New York State, Assemblywoman, and all other elected officials. Thank you for your support first. As you know, Clifton Park Democratic Committee is doing very well. Since last 2 years, we are progressing, but we need to really work hard, because in order to win, we have to knock the door, every door. Also, we have to distribute our message, clear message, because this is the real time. As you know, nationally, we are in critical crisis everywhere. I know Congressman Tonko is going to tell us about the whole overall nation, what's going on. We are in terrible shape. If you really look at it, we go behind about 30 years. And this is the year we have to take that opportunity. We have to send the right people in elected position. And you heard from Dan Bull, he already explained what's going on. So we need majority to make any changes. And I also like to thank Chairman of the Clifton Park Democratic Committee as well as the whole committee for their hard work. You guys are doing great. And Martha, thank you for your support. You are all over and you always with us. All the candidates, Congratulations again. Work hard and we'll make it happen. Thank you, and I'm proud of you.
We can get our Democratic residents and our NOP people and our Republicans who support us out to the polls. That's where we have to concentrate. We have a compelling lineup here. Your slate is awesome. We just need to be sure, because we know when people vote, Democrats win. And I didn't say just Democrats vote, Democrats win, because we can go across and reach our other constituents, because this group is what's best for Clifton Park, best for Clifton Park residents, and this will be the turning point. Thank you so much.
I agree with everything Martha just said and all the candidates up here. We have a fabulous lineup. I'm happy that with Ryan and myself at the top of the ticket, the Dems will actually have the ballot full so that people can come out and not pull the lever anymore, because I don't do that anymore, but fill in the box. And I am asking you, if you want to go walking with me, please volunteer. I will come to your communities, I will come to where you live, and knock doors. So I make you that promise. Thank you very much.
I'm off the ballot, which is not true. I'm still running, so I look forward to working with Bob, getting around the towns, meeting everyone, and I'm going to echo what you said, and if anyone's willing to help, reach out and let me know. Thank you.
I would like to invite our chief guest, Congressman Paul Tonko, please come on in. And Senator Patricia.
Okay, well, good afternoon, everyone. A terrific opportunity to say hello to everyone here at Clifton Park and to join in the festivities, because it seems as though you're cresting with a candidate involvement and enthusiasm, which is awesome. And I think this year, truly, I'm hearing from a lot of people that they simply hesitate voting for Republicans this year because of the national disaster that they're witnessing in a daily manner. So, all the best to all of you. So Nancy, I wish you the best. Dan, I wish you the best. Caitlin, go out there and become that next clerk. Mario, Ryan, Bobby, Rob, we wish you the very best. It's a good team. Again, thank you for setting the tone for victory that is now moving us forward for another era of victories in Clifton Park across the board. So, these are interesting times. And I think it very easily can be stated that democracy is on the ballot, and that the Democrats are there fighting to save our democracy. Through the centuries, through the many, many decades of our history, we have seen a lot of people struggle and defend and die for this nation and the republic and the democracy it represents. We cannot sit by idly and let someone concentrate power in his own being and deny the checks and balances of the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. That intentional split, that check and balance mentality, was embraced by the framers of our Constitution. And we should not walk away from that style, that format, because it was great hesitation that visited them when they were forming a government. They escaped tyranny. They escaped authoritarian styles of government. And this person, we know, would love nothing more, simply by the heroes that he worships out there, to be an authoritarian type of leader, where the elections would be rigged. And so we have our work put before us. And the boldness of this election, and the strength and the passion of the Democratic Party, I believe will produce victory, because the people are watching and they don't like what they're seeing. It's how all of this happened this year, with people on the Republican side in the House and in the Senate, but I can speak more forcefully about the House, cowered to this president. For whatever the risk was, the threats of a primary or buckloads of Trump cash for your opponent, whatever the case may be, nation needs to come first. We now live with a big, beautiful bill, which I've renamed the Big Betrayal Bill, or the Big Ugly Bill. You can give it all kinds of labels, but it simply is not beautiful. Why? Because it really caters to the wealthiest amongst us. The 1% got the huge amount of goods in this package deal. when they're getting hundreds of thousands of tax break per year, 300,000 to 400,000 a year, and the pittance of 67 cents a day for those who go to work every day and earn their money, unlike the billionaires who sit home and make money on their money. We are what makes America run. The middle class, the union environment, the elected credit unions who have participated in my campaigns, the great many, all of them, for the commitment they have to growing the middle class and the benefits that come with their work. You know, a sound salary, benefits, health coverage, you name it, and the dignity of work. Healthcare removed for 17 million people. Another 20 million who will have subsidies from the Affordable Care Act reduced or removed totally. In this district, some 8,000 people alone will be impacted by that subsidy effort, and it'll average somewhere around $2,500. So these are premium increases that simply should not be allowed. And they orchestrated that outcome. They then cut into Medicaid and Medicare with that health care plan, with that health care cut. You cannot take 1.5 to 2 trillion out of health care and not expect the system to collapse or for people to be painfully hurt. And so we need to do better than that. We should not tolerate that sort of outcome. 200 billion taken out of nutrition programs, where the efforts to feed our young, all the way to our seniors and our veterans with these programs, will mean less nutritional balance for the seniors who are chronically ill or recovering from surgery. And it means less of an outcome for our youngsters who are growing in their formative years. They need the soundness of sound nutrition in order to grow strong and to be able to learn in the classroom. They can't learn on an empty belly. And so I've witnessed these programs. They have done really good for those who are calculated to respond to them and be involved with them. So if you're going to do tariffs, make it strategic in its application. Work it in with energy costs, manufacturing, education, workforce development. None of that, because there aren't the policy bones in this person's being. And they don't care about policy, they care about power invested in them. Let's not let this Project 2025 team that the president completely disavowed during his campaign. I don't know about them, I heard about them, there's some good, there's some bad, but we have to weed through it. That document is what's coming to our forefront right now. They're putting it all into working order. That puts us into a less than working order. It challenges our own economy, our future, our economic well-being, our stability, our wellness, all because of the greed of a president who is just about power. So we have the motivation on our side. We have the inspiration on our side. And we're going to go out there and get them. And this team in Clifton Park is going to show us how to start that routine. Let's go out there and conquer, let's win, because when we fight, let's go get them, Clifton Park.
Thank you, Congressman. It was wonderful.
Hi, Pat Fahy. I am Albany County, Schenectady County, and Montgomery County in the state Senate. But I happened to run into Ron at an event in Albany a couple of months ago, and he said, "You must come." And I said, "That's great, because I want to support Democrats anywhere and everywhere." And I have to say, this is so inspiring. This is what a great turnout. I love this slate of candidates is simply amazing. And I think, as the Congressman just pointed out, on a host of issues, we're beginning to see those seeds of buyer's remorse with this president. I just heard yesterday that 400 people were laid off from Ernst & Young. I was higher education chair last year when I served in the Assembly with the amazing Carrie Woerner. And for years, all we talked about is Workforce shortages, workforce shortages, workforce shortages. Accountants, CPAs, people who we need, numbers people, 400 laid off, let alone going backwards on cutting half of the U.S. Department of Education. This is a town that has valued education. It values the future. It values the opportunities for your adorable little girl. And to see that we are just gutting it with just a slash and burn. So whether it's education, the environment, going completely backwards on the environment because we're not seeing enough of extreme weather patterns, right? So it's backwards on the environment, a dumbing down of education that we value, a reign of terror with immigrants, and we are a nation of immigrants. I am first generation, I'm proudly first generation. We are a nation of immigrants. That is what built this country. Of course we need national immigration reform. Who fought it most? As candidate, President Donald Trump. He was on record telling Republicans in the US Senate, don't support this, because I guess it's better that we open up alligator Alcatrazes. Now we're going back to medieval times. So we can do better. It's this slate that we know will work hard and bring us forward.
So I want to take you back 2 years ago to November 2023, when there was a major earthquake in Saratoga County. And you all were at ground zero of that earthquake. You could hear a collective gasp across the county based on Clifton Park's results, Malta's results, Moreau's results. This has been the start, you have been the start of a vast change in county and city and municipal government here in Saratoga County. And I want to congratulate you. And with the field of candidates that you have recruited and built this year, I can see the earthquake being an 8.0. I want to acknowledge two other candidates that we have here in the room today. Schaefer Gaston running for Commissioner of Finance in Saratoga Springs, and Connor Rohan running for Town Board in the town of Williston. And what we know is what it takes to make communities be an attractor for people. We know that it's about making sure that we have good roads, that the street lights work, that we have parks and recreational opportunities, that the schools are solid, that it's a place where there's opportunity for young people to get summer jobs, for new families to settle and have housing that works for them. It's a place where all levels of the income spectrum are supported. That's what it takes to be a successful community. That's what you all are standing for when you talk about building Clifton Park in the right way. And I am thrilled to be with you today to celebrate you at the start of this campaign. It's going to be a lot of hard work, but you know that because you did it 2 years ago, and you're going to do it again. And the earthquake that started in 2023 is only going to get bigger this year. And it is so important. It's important to make sure that kids have the nutrition that they need to be able to be successful in the classroom. So I'm really thrilled about that. We invested money in increased reimbursement rates for our hospitals, particularly our rural hospitals. And this has been a passion for me, making sure that our nursing homes are funded appropriately. We made those investments.
Thank you both for being there at the state level. Having served 25 years in the state assembly, I really care about who occupies those seats in the House, the People's House in the state government. We couldn't ask for better reps in the assembly. Carrie's been there many years, Pat was there many years, now over to the Senate, and I just personally want to thank them for being people of integrity and great responsiveness. So thank you.
Critique content.